This girl is a broke college student, 98 pounds. Her most aggressive act this year was leaving someone on red. So, why is she putting a grown man on the floor with a spinning kick while screaming at herself? Because there's a dead hitman living inside her body, and he did not ask for permission. It started here. Fumika, walking home from the worst date of her life. A guy who flexed his gym muscles at her and unironically asked her to smell his cinnamon stick. On the stairs, she tripped, found a bullet casing on the ground, picked it up. That one stupid decision turned her into the most dangerous person in Japan, because inside that bullet was the soul of a professional assassin, and he just moved in. Meet Fumika, college student, broke. Works part-time at a skewer shop where customers treat the choice between salty and sauced-up chicken like it's going to define the rest of their lives. Her best friend Maho is dating a guy who takes her money and puts bruises on her. Fumika wants to help, but she's a 100-pound girl whose scariest moment this year involved a text message she didn't reply to. Now meet Kudo, Hideo Kudo. This man opens the movie by fighting nearly 24 guys in a dark alley. Alone, no weapons. Wins, lights a cigarette like he just finished a light walk, then gets shot in the back by his own people. The organization he worked for called their assassins dogs. And when a dog stops obeying, they put it down. His soul latched onto the bullet casing. And when Fumika picked it up, Kudo appeared in her apartment, covered in blood, just standing there like a terrifying Airbnb guest who forgot to check out. Her friend Maho asked if she was on drugs. Fair question. Then Fumika tried to run. But here's the thing. If she gets more than 15 meters away, Kudo just teleports right back to her. She's stuck with him. He's stuck inside her. Neither of them signed up for this. Here's how it works. They hold hands. Kudo takes over. She gets his combat skills, his reflexes, everything. But she still has her body. And Kudo's first reaction? Disappointment. He literally said he wished he'd possessed a soldier instead. The man died, became a ghost, got a second chance at life, and immediately filed a complaint about it. When he's not possessing her, she's just a girl talking to thin air. Everyone thinks she's either lost it or on something. Fumika tried everything to get rid of him. Looked up exorcism tips online. Someone said salt works on spirits. So she grabbed a salt shaker at a restaurant and dumped it all over Kudo. Nobody else can see him. So the waiter didn't know whether to call an ambulance or bring her the check. She even dragged him to a shrine for an exorcism. The priest told her, "That's not really how exorcisms work." Kudo just stood there, unimpressed. The only way out? Help Kudo finish his unfinished business. Kill the person who killed him. Then his soul can move on. Fumika said absolutely not. She had exams, she had a future. She was not about to become an accessory to ghost murder. Then she saw Maho's bruise again. Kudo offered his hand. You want power? Take it. Fumika hesitated, looked at Maho, looked at the bruise, and grabbed his hand. That kick shocked everyone. The boyfriend thought it was a fluke, came back swinging. Kudo made Fumika dodge, counter, and put this man on the floor. But the funniest part? Fumika was screaming at Kudo the entire time, from inside her own head. Her body was doing spinning kicks. Her mouth was saying, "What are you doing?" He couldn't warn her. They can't share thoughts. So every hit was a surprise to both of them. To everyone watching, it looked like a girl beating up a grown man while having a full mental breakdown. Maho just stood there wondering if her best friend had always been like this. Kudo later explained the punch was just muscle memory and assassin instinct. Fumika said he almost committed a homicide. Kudo said the guy wasn't dead, just unconscious. Fumika was not comforted. Now the bar. This is where it gets dark. Fumika goes to meet Narumi, a popular influencer. Kudo recognizes the guy she's with. His old organization sold them date drugs. These men drug women at bars. Fumika confronts them, tells them to turn themselves in. They laughed, called her stupid, said the police can't charge them because they haven't technically done anything yet. Wrong answer. Kudo takes over, but Fumika has rules. No ice pick. Too lethal. So he swaps it for a cocktail shaker. Her punches land like polite suggestions, so he targets pressure points with throwing darts instead. And when he needs to choke a guy out, Fumika refuses because she doesn't want to be pressed against a strange man. She's in the middle of a bar fight, and she's worried about personal space. Kudo tells her to be patient. With arms this thin, it's going to take 30 seconds. He suggests she sing the guy a lullaby while they wait. Every person Fumika beats up genuinely deserves it. This isn't violence. It's karma delivered through the body of a girl who has an exam on Tuesday. After the bar fight, Kudo calls in his old colleague Kagahara to clean up. Kagahara shows up and immediately tries to kill Fumika, because of course he does. Nobody in this movie says hello like a normal person. Kudo possesses her just in time and beats him down. Kagahara accepts the ghost thing instantly. No questions, no proof needed. Just goes, yeah, okay, ghosts exist, and moves on with his evening. Honestly, most well-adjusted character in the film. Meanwhile, the new boss of the assassin organization sends 5 killers to Fumika's apartment. Gunfight in her living room. They escape, but her apartment? Gone. Photos with Maho? Destroyed. Everything she owned? Bullet holes. And this is what breaks Fumika. Not the assassins, not the ghost, not the near-death experience. The apartment. She was barely making rent before a dead hitman turned her living room into a shooting range. She turns around and makes a decision. They're not running. They're going to destroy the entire organization. Not for revenge, not for justice, for the apartment. This girl is going to war over her security deposit. Fumika, Kudo's ghost, and Kagahara storm the headquarters. They raid the armory first. Kudo's listing off guns like he's reading a menu. Glock, Beretta, Sigma. Fumika doesn't know the difference between any of them. She's grabbing weapons like she's picking up groceries, just shoving them wherever they fit. Pockets, waistband. She ran out of hands 2 guns ago. The boss has 20 armed guards. Kagahara takes the front. Kudo and Fumika flank. The real fight is Riyasuki, professional killer, built like a refrigerator that once had feelings. Kudo's fighting through Fumika's body, but it's falling apart. Broken ribs, cut hands. She's too fragile for a drawn-out brawl, and Riyasuki knows it. He focuses every attack on her injured spots. No rules in a fight to the death. Riyasuki grabs her, squeezes. Kudo can't break free with her arms. Then, the ghost faints. Inside her body, apparently, ghosts can lose consciousness. Nobody told me that was possible. This man survived being murdered, came back from the dead, possessed a college student, and then passed out from exhaustion. In someone else's body, she's alone. A professional killer is choking her. No powers, no ghost. Just a college student who was supposed to be studying for exams this week. Then she remembers one self-defense move Kudo taught her. Nails it. Riyasuki staggers. She dives at Kudo's ghost and forces the possession back. They finish it. The boss shows up with a machine gun because apparently everyone in this organization missed the class on proportional response. His gun jams. Kagahara walks up behind him. Fumika looks the boss dead in the eyes and says, "My name is Fumika Matsuoka, just another college student. Then, pay for my apartment, you son of a bitch." Iconic. With the boss dead, Kudo's grudge is resolved. And just like that, he's gone. No goodbye, no dramatic speech. Fumika turns around to say something, and nobody's there. Kagahara tells her Kudo is gone. His soul found peace. Because a broke college student picked up a bullet casing and decided to help a stranger finish what he started. Kagahara promises to handle the rest, wires her money for the apartment, tells her to go live a normal life. A few days later, she's back, watching bad movies with Maho. Normal life, but different, because she was never as weak as she thought she was. She just needed a dead hitman to prove it. Ghost Killer is 90 minutes of a dead man possessing a college girl and using her body to fight organized crime, while she screams at him from inside her own head. It has absolutely no right being this fun. The fights are some of the best you'll see this year. The comedy actually lands, and by the end, you're somehow emotionally invested in a ghost who chokes people out using a girl with thin arms.